I am from GovGraph Maths Hub. Today I shall discuss about some basic concepts. Those concepts will be covered in part 8 today. Now come out to the point. Here I have mentioned point number 1, definition of angle equal to angle is a measure of rotation of a given ray about its end point. Please stop. The original ray is called the initial side and the final position of the ray is called the terminal side of the angle. Please stop. The point of rotation is called the vertex. Here you can see in the picture, this is the ray. Ray you can see, a ray has 2 points. Initial point and final point. Initial point is known as its tail and final point is known as its head. This side you can see here, this is initial side. From the initial side, from this point, if you move anti-clockwise direction, you will get positive direction, and here you can see terminal side. So this is the vertex, this is the terminal side, this is the initial side. And now come out to next here. Here, this is the ray, the original ray. This is the original ray. Original ray is called the initial side. From the original ray, that is called initial side. If you move clockwise direction, the ray has now shifted towards the terminal side. This is the initial side, this is the terminal side, and it will cover an angle in clockwise direction. That angle will be negative angle. This is the vertex. Now come out to next concept, measurement of angle. Measurement of angle consists of 2 parts. For example, first one is sexagesimal system. In sexagesimal system, you can see here in the diagram, this is the horizontal line, this is the vertical line. Both lines intersect each other at one point. Here you can see this point, 1 point. Horizontal angle, this is from the beginning, that is 0 degree. If you turn from 0 degree, go to up to this level. If you turn from this place, go to this place, the angle will be 90 degree. And here if you go from this place, go in anti-clock direction, this is the anti-clock direction, go up to this one. It will known as a straight angle, that is 180 degree. That's why here you can see this angle, 0 to 90 degree in angle, that is known as one right angle equal to 90 degree. 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. These are the formulas. Now come out to next circular system. In circular system, I have made a circle here. In which center O is there? If you go from the center O of the circle to a point P, which is lying on the circumference of the circle, OP is called radius and OQ is also called radius. I have mentioned 1 centimeter. OP, in this case, OP is the initial side, OQ is the terminal side, and this angle, in sense of where radius is there, where arc is there, in this sense, theta angle will be always measured in radian. That's why pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Pi radian, this is, you can see small c. This is called denoted as radian. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. Theta is always measured in radian. Now come out to next concept. Here I have mentioned concept number 3, relation between theta, L and R, where theta is the angle in radian, R is the radius of circle, and L is the length of arc. You can see in the diagram, here center O is there, and from this place to this, so you can see radius. This one is also radius. If you denote this one theta, so just opposite of angle theta, you can see this is length. Length is denoted by L, length of the arc. So it will become, in the sense of tan theta, equal to perpendicular over base. So if theta is very small, then tan theta will become theta. So theta equal to length of arc over radius equal to arc over radius. Now come out to some formulas. Here you can see sin 3 theta equal to 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. Next formula is cos 3A equal to 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A. Tan 3A equal to 3 tan A minus tan cube A whole over 1 minus 3 tan square A. These are the some basic concepts related to trigonometry. Today I have discussed all these concepts which have been covered in part 8, basic concept and trigonometry. From part 1 to part 8, I have covered all basic concepts and trigonometry which are more useful for the students from class 9 to class 11, and also more useful for those students who are preparing for competitive examinations. Now tomorrow onward, I shall take chapter 2, inverse trigonometry concept, and take solution of some questions from 12th NCERT Math Board. Okay guys, thanks.